Lesson number 3. It's time to build your digital notebook. Let's recap. In Lesson 2, we opened your Office 365 apps launcher, added the Class Notebook Creator app, and pinned it to the top row. The Class Notebook app easily creates all the magic, so let's get started building your digital workspace. Before you begin, make sure you have your paper notebook that you designed in Lesson 1 after analyzing your classroom workflow. This is critical. You've already done the hard part. When you're ready, log in to Office 365. Click the Apps Launcher in the upper left corner and select the Class Notebook app that you added earlier. Here, you'll find a welcome page. Think of it as the home page where you can perform various tasks and find key resources. The first icon allows us to create a class notebook. So let's click it and begin. The app makes building a cinch. Notice the 7-step checklist to guide you through the process. First, add the name of your notebook. Refer to your paper notebook if necessary, and remember the title should be distinct so you and your students can easily identify the correct one. Here's a hint. I'm going to name this one English, second period. When you're finished, click Next. Let's look at an overview. Your paper notebook should have 2 tabs designated to be a part of your collaboration space. In this part of the notebook, everyone can make edits and contribute to the learning. The content library is home for all of your course materials. Students can only view resources stored in this section. Check your paper notebook again. You should have at least 2 tabs and 2 pages worth of content ready to add. Student notebooks represent the private space for each student. Teachers can always edit this space, but students can only view and edit their own notebooks. You should have prepared at least 2 tabs to be included in the student notebook section. When you're ready, click Next to continue. For step 3, if you'd like to give another teacher, like a department chair or co-teacher, access to your notebook, this is the place to do it. Search for the teacher by entering a first and a last name. Don't be confused with student results. Their names are also listed and include their ID number like the example shown. When you find the one you want, click on it. Please add my name here so that I can view your notebook to complete the assessment part of your training. If you make a mistake, simply click the X and start over. Add other teachers if you'd like, or you can revisit this option, adding another teacher, later. When you're finished, click Next to continue. Step 4 requires you to add students' names to the notebook. Before you begin, having a class roster handy that includes student names and ID numbers will make the process more efficient. For quicker access, search for students by their ID number instead of their name. When you find the one that you want, click on it. For assessment purposes, you should add at least 5 student names. If you'd like, you can certainly add your entire class or revisit this option to add more students later. If you make a mistake, click the X next to the student's name to remove the student. And when you're finished, click Next to continue. To complete step 5, you'll need your paper notebook from Lesson 1 once again. Locate the Student Private Space section. For assessment purposes, you should include at least 2 tabs for this section. A few suggested tabs are listed. Remove any of these by unchecking its box. And click the Add More link to add your customized tab. These tabs will be added to every student private space notebook and cannot easily be changed once the notebooks are created. Check and make sure it's perfect. When you're finished, click Next to continue. Here's your chance to confirm what you've designed. Take a look at your teacher's view. Notice the Welcome section. It will include some additional helpful hints and resources. You'll also notice your collaboration space, content library, and notebooks created for every student. Now, let's look at your student's view. Their notebooks include the same major sections. However, they only have access to their private notebooks with the customized tabs you created. Need to make changes? Click the back arrow on each step. Once you've confirmed your notebook is correct, click the Create button to finalize the process. It's a wrap. Let's take a look at everything on this page. Your notebook is always available inside the desktop application or online. The Class Notebook add-in is a new feature that can be downloaded to Windows devices and provide additional functionality. We will discuss this more in detail later. Here are more resources to support you making the most of your new OneNote Class Notebook. And if necessary, click the Back to Home link to add additional teachers or students or get a link to share your notebook. You've completed all 7 steps of the build process. Prepare for Lesson 4 by clicking the Open in OneNote link to view your brand new digital workspace.